I got this audio I want to play for you. A lot of people asking me to play it for you to get your point of view. So check your phone.
My life and I'll kill you.
Yeah, but
no, I will kill you if you don't show me right now. I will kill you and I will hide you and I will cut you up and put you in the dirt right now. Pull it up. If you have it, pull that up. Because if not, I'm going to kill you and then he's going to kill you again. So just do it. Pull that up right now. You got that pull that up. I'm going to kill you. You don't understand. I don't give a I've never killed anybody in my life, but I will kill you because you're with me. You're with me in my life right now. If I saw a video of you doing anything that you didn't want people to see, I would show you the video so you could tell me what the happened. You're playing games with me, telling me you saw some now you're saying you didn't see some you're with me. I'm going to you up. I don't think you understand. And it's not going to be my hands, and it's not going to be blood on my hands. Someone else is going to do it. So you have to tell me right now, and I'm recording this whole shit. FYI, tell me what the you're talking about. Because this is not cool. We're not playing. I'm not playing with you, Sujit. Like, you saw some Yes, you're my brother. Be my brother and tell me what you saw. You're going to be able to find it?
Wow. Bruh, you take any Latino woman, you take any black woman, you might could take a white woman. And if somebody is telling them that they seen a freak off tape that wasn't supposed to get out, that wasn't supposed to be known to nobody or seen by nobody, if you tell them that you saw it and you saw some of the disgusting things that they were doing, wouldn't they react in that way? I don't blame her for reacting that way, especially this person that she was talking to was supposed to be like a brother to her. She said that. So was she wrong with wanting to see it? She knows it exists. But her thing is, how did you see it? Where did you get it from? She's just showing that she's mad and disgusted and upset. I don't blame her for saying, you know, you want to say, oh, she said that she was going to kill you? Man, I know some sisters would have been went upside his head. So I'm not mad at her. I'm not upset. I believe it's just a normal reaction that somebody would have when somebody is going around showing freak off tapes to them and they supposed to be something that nobody's supposed to see. Mike, I don't know if I don't know what you expect me to. I don't know what the people and why the people think that I would say something negative towards that. And her reaction, she has a legitimate, viable reaction based on what was told by her. What somebody told her. Yo, I seen this freak off tape and all this. You know, we don't hear what the guy said, but you can hear her reactions based on what she said he saw. She did sound like she was kind of pissed off though, right? All right.
So you personally, you believe Diddy made her do all them freakos? She wasn't enjoying them.
Bro, when you groom somebody and you drug them, if you had Cassie boyfriends that she had before Diddy come out and say that, yo, we used to always do freak offs. I used to bring my mans in them and they used to piss in her ear and do all this other shit like that. Then I would say that Diddy probably didn't have nothing to do with that. But if she didn't have a history of none of this, and then after the drugs, after the alcohol, after the grooming and the beatings, she might get 10%, but 90% of his is his. I believe 90% of it is his. You got to realize, man, there's people around here and they was drug addicts and dope fiends back in the day. You know what I mean? And they used to do all kinds of shit in the street, bro. She's a victim. I really believe she's a victim. And I believe that I put 90% of it on Diddy. The little girl didn't have no history of this. She 18, 19 years old, bro. Do you know what ecstasy, cocaine, all this exotic weed do to an 18 and a 19-year-old? That's what she was dealing with. I don't put no fault on her, bro. I know these cats in the street, yo, she grown, she an adult, she 18, 19 years old. Yeah, all right, man. You ain't never raised nobody to be grown.
Check your phone right quick. I want you to look at these pictures that came online yesterday of all the baby oil Diddy had in his house. It's one picture you're going to see where he got boxes and boxes of baby oil to the point that it almost hit the ceiling, yo.
My man, you can't tell me that those, in some kind of way, they were smuggling some kind of drugs, bro. The government is not letting us know. But the baby oil, they took it out of there. They were smuggling some kind of drugs. They don't want us to know. They really don't want us to know. You understand? The way that stuff is packaged and looked in the house and everything like that, you cannot tell me that was just regular baby oil, bro. The type of cases they have it in, the suitcases and everything like that, man, the government don't want us to really know. It's some kind of drug, it's some kind of chemicals that they had in those bottles, bro. The way that looked, and being in law enforcement for 27 years, doing raids, finding something is very suspicious about that. And the government ain't letting us in on that. There's no way in hell they gonna take 1,000 and something bottles and it was nothing in them. It was something in them, bro. Because you got to realize they didn't overcharge Diddy. They did not overcharge Diddy. They gave Diddy some minute charges. That sex trafficking, racketeering, RICO shit like that, they could have hit Diddy with a whole lot of shit. They didn't even go into him tax evasion, some things that they could have probably did based on him paying people for out of the company money for the company money for buying drugs and prostitution. They didn't do none of that. They didn't do any of that. And I was wondering why. I believe that it opens up a whole nother can of worms. that they didn't want to get off into. They wanted to, because for them to offer him 5 years, you got to realize they offered him 5 years at first. Why would you just offer him 5 years when you have all these charges on him? They had a slew of charges they could have got Puff on, and they didn't even get it. They didn't even go for it. Look at R. Kelly case and look at his case. R. Kelly looked like a choir boy to Puff, and he got way more charges thrown at him than Puff. But the way that baby oil and the way that stuff is stacked in those suitcases and those bags and stuff like that, you can't tell me all that was baby oil, man.
You make a good point, because I remember when I seen that one picture of the briefcase, and it looks like one of them cases where you will put money in, and he had baby oil in it, and it made me think like that can't be regular baby oil.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You see that briefcase and all that?
I saw that.
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, you might be on to something, bro. Like me seeing that, yeah, it made me think yesterday, like, yo,
They did not. It's something about something that they don't want the public to know, bro. And they got some kind of thermometer there. This case got some kind of this is like a cigar case with a humidifier on it. Look on the side of it. Coffee bodies, organic coconut oil, Himalaya rocks. And when you smuggling stuff, you try to use coffee grains to the scent for the dogs, to take away the scent for the dogs. You got a big bag right there. It says coffee bodies. I don't know. But why so much damn baby oil? He like his people shiny, right? he 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 loves shiny suits and shiny boots.